For the last 7 days, I've attempted the lifestyle, the diet, the training of an IFB Pro wellness competitor, and let me tell you, it is a lot more brutal than I thought. Calorie deficit? Now let me explain, because what happened was that I'd gone on a little 2-week bulk, or rather just decided to intentionally live my best pastry, carby, candy life as I was visiting Denmark for 2 weeks so that I could gain some weight in the preparation for doing another one of my extreme challenges when returning to LA, which I succeeded at because I came back weighing more than I had for the last 5 years. But just 2 weeks of bulking and gaining 4 pounds / 2 kilograms did not prepare me for these 7 days, which you'll understand when you join me on this journey where I share the extreme workout routine, meal plan, lifestyle, and well, weight loss that happened to be a result of simply live this IFBB Pro life for 7 days. Because these results after just 7 days blew my mind. So let's do it. Okay, so I got the idea that I was going to do Brook's IFBB Pro program.
Hi, my name is Brooke. I'm an IFBB Wellness Pro, and I'm 2 weeks out from my pro debut.
And this morning at 4 a.m., she gives me, oh my God, a list of all the things that she does in a day, and I did not realize this was gonna be an absolute full-time job. And I already messed it up because apparently she doesn't have milk in her coffee. Apparently she does morning cardio. She has a bunch of supplements, and like, oh my God, that's so terrible. I just came back from Denmark. So I think my day that I had planned is gonna look a little different than what I had thought. I don't know if this was a mistake, but we're doing it. I don't know! Should I not do this?
I don't know. How much leaner can you get?
After receiving Brook's shopping list, I went to the only grocery store that was open at these hours in my neighborhood, but I've gone grocery shopping, but I'm not allowed to eat yet because I gotta do cardio. But before that, she takes 1 shot of apple cider vinegar with 1 shot of glutamine powder, but I only have this pure refill, which does have L-glutamine in there, but also creatine, which I know that she takes creatine later in the day. So we're gonna do a scoop of that with apple cider vinegar. I feel like that's gonna be an interesting mix with 4 ounces of water. Oh my goodness. And this is apparently gonna be good for my gut health, so I love that. Oh, I'm gonna have to pee so much during cardio. And then she takes Thorn EAA. I don't have that specific one, but I do have this one of Nutrition EAA, so I'm going to take that as my pre-drink before cardio. And she mentioned that this is to retain muscle so that we don't burn the muscle during cardio. Okay, here's the first challenge of this challenge, which is like my productivity in the morning is essential. It's necessary. I get so much work done in the morning, and I got a lot of work to do this week, so I gotta find a solution for this morning cardio. And I think my first strategy is gonna be trying to bring my computer with me on the rooftop where I got a gym. We will see if I'm gonna be able to manage to get some work done up there. Incline, speed, let's go. However, this did not really feel like real cardio, and it also did not make me feel effective editing on the shaking computer. Luckily, as you soon will see, I ended up getting rescued and finding a solution for this first challenge. So for now, let's move on to breakfast. When I saw this breakfast menu for day 1, I felt so relieved as it seemed to be filling, but little did I know that this actually was the biggest meal I, according to Brook's plan, would be allowed to eat throughout this entire week to come.
I'm gonna fill this up all the way so that I feel more full.
This doesn't look too bad. She has 6 meals every day, but they do look tiny, so I'm kind of nervous for my hunger level. You could never go too wrong with eggs and oatmeal. And then she has black coffee, which I picked up on the way, with no milk and also no stevia. Now, as I was doing her meal prep, I very quickly realized that not only is the required discipline when it comes to the insane amount of daily workouts and total amount of calories consumed out of this world craziness level 1 million, but so is the volume and lack of variation of foods consumed on a prep like this. And here we got meal number 2, which I'm gonna have now. This is so different from what I normally eat. Meal number 3 looks literally the exact same. And so does this one, which I'm gonna bring that with me. This is meal number 4. Because this wasn't only day 1 of 1 challenge, but also I am doing my first ever acting class today. So right now I am just looking over these sides that they sent me. Maybe I'll eat more cookies if we knew they were more nutritious. Let's go. I had to memorize a dialogue and do a mock audition, and let's just say that it was a complete disaster. It's my first ever acting class, and let's just say got things she got to work on. That's the point. That's the whole point of doing something new. It's because you suck at it and you want to get better. In order to get better, you have to be willing to suck at it a little bit at first till you get better. I gotta eat this. Go to the gym. I just realized that there's 2 hours of cardio every single day. I have a tendency to put too much on my plate. I don't know how I'm gonna make room for this week, but I'm just gonna do my best. Brooke does glutes and hamstrings on day 1, but since I'd just done that the day before, I decided to start off with her day 2, which was back and shoulders. However, for some reason, my camera decided to only take like the first shot of the video that I would shoot on that day. It did take these photos, and you can see we did some pull-ups and some lat pull-downs. Alex gave us some glute motivation. We did some rows and overhead press and lateral raises and front raises. It was a great workout, and I'm gonna share many more workouts with you throughout this video, so don't you worry. However, I did start worrying on the second hour of cardio of the day, as I was feeling hungry and tired from the jet lag and stressed about how I was gonna be able to get all the work done that I needed to get done throughout the week. And as I realized the following day would require of me to consume less carbs and less total calories, meaning that the breakfast on day 2 would be without the oatmeal as well as the sweet potatoes throughout the meals of the day, I knew I needed to not only reconnect with my why, but also seek guidance to really make sure that I'm not doing anything to damage my body and potentially find solutions that would be more beneficial for my specific lifestyle and body for this IFBB Pro wellness prep. Just like realizing how hard this is going to be, I'm journaling on why do I need to stay consistent with this? Like, what is my reasoning behind it? Because it's been very hard for me to find reason good enough for me to do this, because I'm not going to any competition, right? So it's like I'm just doing this to push myself, challenge myself, prove to you guys that you can do whatever you put your mind to. But oh my gosh, this is going to be so hard. I'm only doing it for a week. Brooke has been doing this like many months. That is wild. Journaling, whenever you aren't motivated, you can't figure out why you need to stay consistent with some new habit that you want to create. Journal on it, get very clear on your why, the reasoning behind it, because it helps when you're like, I don't know why I'm doing this. I have so much respect for you. I'm a day and a half in, and I'm already like nervous and don't know if I can do this, just like all the doubts. What makes you be able to do it? Like when you're struggling to have to do that last workout, or you have to not have any calories left.
It helps so much to have an end goal. So your end goal is stage day. Why am I not going to give 100% to something that I literally signed myself up for? But you have to just trust your coach and trust your process, and it makes it so much easier when it's a non-negotiable. I don't want to go do my workout. I don't want to eat like this, but it's a non-negotiable for myself in order to get to my goals.
Glutes and quads. I did glutes and hammies on Sunday, which means that's going to be the last day of this challenge that I'm going to redo that. So today, it's going to be a good day. I gotta say, I have been spending this morning being a little bit worried as to how I'm going to do this. I mean, made a podcast episode about it, challenge your norm, but we got to make it happen. We got this. The reason we're doing it is to challenge our norm, to prove ourselves. We're badass and we can do challenging things. However, whenever challenging myself, I do always want to make sure that I'm staying safe and make sure that the challenge is suited to my specific body. And so I asked Brooke for guidance on this. I already have a low body fat percentage. I don't know if maybe I should do 1,200 calories a day and not do 1,000. I don't know if it's going to be. What would you recommend?
It's really hard because if I were your coach, I would have to get to know your personal body. This program is for my personal body, and this is what we've curated for, like how much fat that we found that I need, or how much carbs we found that like my body can flourish off of. So it'd be a little bit different. I mean, 1,000 calories, I would not ever give that to somebody that wasn't like a few weeks out from a show.
And so to make these decisions for what would be the absolute best for my specific body during my FBB Pro Wellness Prep, I needed to find and ask a professional coach that knows my specific body and needs. And well, I luckily happen to know a pretty damn good one that I could ask. Because it's only day 2. It feels like my belly has sucked its way in. I really want to stick to not go lower than 1,200 calories. So I'm going to ask a coach. And let's be real. Yes, this was for safety, but definitely also my excuse and attempt to find a way to not have to suffer more than absolute necessary. But before I found my answers, I still had to do my second hour of cardio of the day. We did. And then I think I'm dancing now with this woman. First, a little outfit change because Katie and we just felt like doing a little extra cardio. So Brooke trainer gave her 1,200 calories on leg days and 1,000 on not leg days. She said that each coach tells you based on your specific body, and she said she thinks she's around 11% body fat, and that's why, you know, this is what matches her body. And I first want to ask you, can you be my coach in this scenario? And I will pay you with chips from the gym, protein chips. Would you recommend that I keep it at 1,200 calories a day instead of 1,000 calories a day?
I think that you are so lean already that you won't need to do the 1,000 calories and you can keep it at 1,200, yeah.
That literally made me dance on the inside out of excitement.
You have to just trust your coach.
Yes.
So it was time to see if I could find a solution for the third and final quest of the day.
Second question. So she said that she does chicken all day long for 5 meals because that's what works for her body. So you as my coach, can I switch out the chicken with something else sometimes if I stay under the same macros that she eats?
What would you be switching it out with?
I would still be eating chicken, maybe sometimes turkey, maybe sometimes egg white, maybe sometimes protein powder.
If you're gonna do this for just 1 week, yeah, you can definitely just switch it out to just fit all your macros and you'll be just fine.
Yeah! You know what I'm really excited for?
What?
I have 550 calories left today.
Okay.
I need to eat.
What are you gonna let me cook for you?
Well, I stuck to my 3 meals of chicken breast, sweet potato, and asparagus, but
I was really happy that my coach mentioned that I did not have to do cardio during the first hour upon waking, as this will allow me to get a ton of focused computer work out of the way while my brain is functioning at its absolute best.
because he explained,
The research has been inconclusive about whether exercising on an empty stomach actually burns more fat.
however, I was still on half my normal calorie consumption plus double the cardio, so. Guys, I am struggling today. I am just wanting to eat so much food, but I left my home and I'm about to go do some of my cardio on a hike, and then afterwards we're hitting those steps because today is a cardio day only, which I'm very happy about, but it still is 2 hours. So we got this, and then we can eat the rest of our calories when I'm done with that. I'm hungry AF. And what I keep repeating to myself is, this is easy, you got this, you're strong, this is easy, you got this, you're strong. Reminding myself of why it is that I'm doing it, because right now, this girl, she's kind of struggling. It's the low calorie thing, it's so hard for me. Like, I could do cardio all day if I have to, but doing it not having food in my system, or at least as much food as I like, is the hard part for me. Okay, little update. I now feel so much better. That's the thing. When we move our body and we are in nature, we just automatically are gonna feel so much better, as well as put some good stuff in our ears to feel better and good self-talk. So I'm very happy. And I also just solved the solution for a work problem that I was having. So once again, the beauty of movement and nature. In case you needed to go on a walk right now, is this your sign? I'm feeling good now. The hike actually makes it easier. Doing work on the Stairmaster, feeling doing this. I just messaged like 5 friends that I've been meaning to catch up with to see if they are down to hang out with me the next few days, so that I can spend my time with good people and make this whole journey more enjoyable. 2 more minutes and we are good.
Sometimes when people watch these experiments that I put my body through, they think that I'm trying to lose weight. And I just want to make one thing very clear. I'm not trying to lose weight, because don't you worry, I'll easily gain those pounds back once this challenge is complete. And also the amount of proudness and gratitude I feel for the 10 plus pounds of weight I've gained since the beginning of my fitness journey is so real. And so the reason I'm pushing my body to experience this level of discomfort is because at the beginning of my fitness journey, it got very clear to me that pushing myself physically was the absolute most powerful way for me to actually remind myself that I'm strong and that I can do things that are hard. And as someone who's dealt with a lot of limiting beliefs and low self-worth in her life, doing these types of challenges, whether it be quitting processed foods, doing cold plunges daily, trying the anti-aging diet or the bikini prep diet, or reading every single day for 60 minutes, experimenting with creatine, or something like signing up for an acting class boot camp, not only allows me to learn about these different types of lifestyles, but it also helps me eliminate those self-perceived ideas as to what I'd made myself believe that I wasn't capable of doing, and sharing the journey with you guys in the hopes that it will inspire you to push yourself out of your comfort zone and prove to yourself that you also are capable of doing scary or challenging things.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now that I've got permission to do it Pernilla style, I have got some chicken from Gelson's. We got cucumber, carrots. We're keeping track of the macros. I've written down everything in my fitness pal. But this kind of eating is more my style. I'm very happy. The final meal of the day is some Greek yogurt with berries, and there's a little bit of protein powder in here as well. And I am uploading a new podcast episode that I made yesterday, actually talking about how on day 1 I was like questioning, why did I even sign up for this? And then this reminder of why it is that you started in the first place, because you want to challenge yourself. You want to prove to yourself you're capable. Challenge your own podcast if you want to check it out.
On day 4, something very exciting happened.
Black coffee, no milk. I really like milk in my coffee, but it's alright. I'm just grateful that I get to have coffee.
I got a new book. Get more done in 12 weeks that others do in 12 months. Heck yeah.
Due to the low calorie consumption, I had not been able to use the bathroom throughout this entire time, but on day 4...
Good news! Girl used the bathroom.
She loves that. Isn't that just the best feeling? I think so. Okay. So Alex is prepping some meals for his client. and his friend is also on prep. And so this is what his meals look like. Each little bit of rice is 100 calories. I would much rather fill up a bowl of oatmeal up with water and cinnamon and stevia, and then you fill your belly instead of this little amount of rice.
You're just fat inside, aren't you?
Yeah. You know what? I think there's two different types of people. There's the type of people that will choose to like volumize and it doesn't matter what it tastes like, and then there's people that would rather have it like quality and delicious.
I would go for the delicious.
I know.
100%.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
That does look freaking good.
Oh my god, it was so good. What did you put in it?
Some taco mix, some maple syrup, salt, onion powder, garlic powder, PB2, Worcester sauce.
I was gonna say a lot of effort, but maybe the effort is worth it when it tastes like that.
I saw it had 5 calories and I was like, I think I need it.
Now this would not have been approved by Brook, and I'm wondering if I'm failing at this prep or if bodybuilders also sometimes do things that they're not actually allowed to.
I've got some meal prep lean white fish and some egg whites. Got a protein.
Every bite so good.
But what wasn't so good was the massive embarrassment that was waiting for me in the morning of day 5. But before that, we completed our number 1 of cardio of the day, and then
Oh my god, I can already feel that I'm so weak today. But let's give it our best shot. Actually, let's add a little more. 35 on each side. Because today is push day. I'm about to go do chest, but first just a little shoulder popping up, get that blood flowing. I'm drinking like double the amount of water as what I normally do. I have to pee all the time. Do you feel it's just as much a mental thing as a physical challenge?
It is mental. You gotta like just push through. I think like the best part about bodybuilding is when you go through a prep, you get to go through this really metamorphic and beautiful experience. If within your experience, like your coach kind of leads you through that. And that's my favorite thing to do with leading women through a prep is like, hey, you get to do this. You get to be pushed outside of your comfort zone every single day. And that's where the metamorphosis is. Because you sometimes just in life have these limitations that you put on yourself or constraints, or you're just kind of inside of your comfort zone. And it's like you have no choice. It's really cool. It's really beautiful. And you earn so much respect for yourself and so much confidence because you show up for yourself every single day. So when you do that, it's just, you're like, dang, I can do hard stuff, you know, and that just kind of goes into the rest of your life.
Sam's hyping me up for the second cardio of the day. Woo! Sam mentioned a seltzer while we were hiking because that helps with like fullness. And I went in and I got a little drink to help me fill up my stomach. And I'm so excited I have one more meal for today. Can't figure out what it is because it's like when you have this little food to eat, then you gotta be intentional about it.
just like you gotta be intentional about not getting caught on camera naked, because yeah, well, you'll see.
Time of truth. I found a scale. Let's see. My guess today is maybe 123. Right on.
I have a confession to make. So I got naked when I put my butt on the scale because obviously if I was wearing all this clothes, it wouldn't be accurate. And then I see that there's a camera in the gym because I know they're filming their workouts. And I'm like, do they film everything or do they turn on the camera when they film their workouts? Because otherwise some editor out there is about to see my naked butt on a scale.
Okay, so you know how you said that you guys film your workouts right now and there's a camera in the gym?
You went and did all your meditation in there?
No, worse. I found the scale in there,
Okay.
and because I'm doing this fitness challenge, I had to weigh myself.
This clothes is pretty heavy, so
You got naked?
yeah,
Totally naked?
yeah. Do they film everything in there?
Yeah, it's like
No, no.
unconscious.
Oh my god.
You're good. You should have seen her before she shut the camera off.
I was so nervous. I could just like the whole team like going through the footage. Oh my god, what the?
Today is hamstrings and glutes. We are just doing it.
Our thoughts dictate our actions. So if we make ourselves believe that we can do something, we can. And it does not matter how sore our legs are, we'll still get through that leg workout.
I was nervous though. I was gonna be unmotivated today, but I've been in the gym for like a few hours now, and just getting the energy from other people helps me so much during these whole days. I mean, but especially when you're in a deficit, it's just so good to be out and getting people's energy. Now we're doing the hour upstairs, and then I can eat again. Yay!
Another day. Another cardio session done. That means I have 2 more days.
I'm so excited for when I'm done because I know exactly what's gonna happen.
However, I did not know to what extent this 1 week of damage I would have to catch up on. But before we get to those results, it was time to damage my body in a different way.
We're about to try to do this and try to not get hurt.
She's heavy.
I am. That's why I'm eating 1,200 calories. No, I'm joking.
You're on muscle, guys.
I forgot to show you, but a bunch of veggies and chicken.
Either LA.
Ouch. It's gotten colder or I'm freezing because I'm in a caloric deficit. It's cold. I also am wearing shorts. I'm about to jump on a call with my March Transformation Challenge, which, oh my goodness, it's going so well. People are absolutely crushing it. I did not sleep a lot last night. The challenge talk hyped me up. My friend Sonia has accepted to go on a hike with me. Key when you're unmotivated, you're tired, is to just do it. Just go and do it. Make some plans and commit, and you got this. You got this.
1 hour of Stairmaster is all I got left, and it's like, just do it. Just do it. Don't question it. Just get it done. Because once I'm on there, time's gonna fly by so quick.
And well, before I knew it, we were off to the final day. It's the final day at like 9 in the morning and I've already eaten over half of my calories. But you know what? It's the last day and I'm gonna stay busy today. I gotta shoot, buy some stuff for a brand deal, do a booty workout, do a little bit of cardio. After the shoot, I'm shooting some more stuff, bringing my roller skates with me. This morning, I did a full-on house cleaning because I've had absolutely zero energy to clean my home. Even just work tasks, I feel like my concentration has been not good. It's as if my brain function just isn't working as well as it should be. I also gotta go do something about these nails before the shoot. So staying busy is always the way. Let's go.
The reason I get these is because I do not have the patience to sit for an hour or an hour and a half to get my nails done. So this is the ultimate hack. Highly recommend for my fellow impatient girlies. Thank you so much. I'm gonna be loading up on caffeine today because my body is like, what are you doing to me? I'm hungry, I wanna eat, and this is gonna help a little bit. And this would never be approved by Brook because first of all, there's artificial flavors in here, but I just need it. Also, it's another leg day today, legs and hamstrings. And I think this is gonna help us with it. 3 things that happen when you're in this much of a caloric deficit. 1, you lose muscle. Like last time, I took DEXA scans and I lost muscle in my butt, which I don't like that because I've been working very hard on slowly developing muscle in my butt and other muscles as well, obviously. The second thing that happens is that you get weaker. I'm probably gonna be lifting maybe half the weight of what I would if I'd been in a maintenance calorie throughout this last week because I just feel weak. And that has to do with 1, the calorie consumption being half of my typical daily caloric intake, and secondly, because I've been doing so much cardio on top of that, obviously that fatigues the muscles as well.
This is a third of what I typically will do when it comes to hip thrusts, and it feels heavy today. Oh.
I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the weakest workouts I've had, maybe ever. All I got left now is cardio, and then we gotta shoot.
Final Stairmaster. I'm usually working while I'm on the stairs.
Almost there. On this day, I could definitely see a change in my physique since day 1. But it got even more clear on the day after when we do the side-by-side 7-day transformation physique update. But I had to get moving and I, of course, couldn't show up to the shoot without showering. So.
Hello!
With their equipment. Yeah,
and you with yours.
Yeah.
I'd shot with Ken for the last 7 years in LA, and this shoot was just like every other shoot with him. Absolutely amazing.
I brought rollerblades. We're about to go do that day. Last cardio of this challenge. My Apple Watch has got less than 10%, so not happy about that. However, we're doing it.
Before we get to this little simplified cloud bread recipe that I made tonight, as well as the final results of this challenge, I just hope that you catch yourself next time you are thinking to yourself that there's something you cannot do or something that is going to feel too challenging, that you remind yourself that you can.
Tired, hungry, to eat water. That's what I want. Oh no, there's a car on fire. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, I just have to show you what I've been doing to save me from starving. Cloud bread, but fast on the pan. So I blend up egg white, stevia, sometimes some cocoa powder, and that is only 100 calories. And it's cloud bread, but I don't have to wait like 20 minutes for it to be done in the oven, which, like I've mentioned, my patient level is not so good. This literally saves me because it's like big, right? So it fills my belly a little bit more. Okay, so I'm about to do my final weigh-in, but before we do, first of all, I woke up in the middle of the night last night and was just so hungry because, I mean, it makes sense. And so I'm just so excited to eat today. I have so much respect for these individuals. Like, it's actually insane what they go through. Like, these competitors really need to have a strong why to pull through, because the fact that Brook has done this for a month and a half and has been having less calories than I've had
is absolutely mind-blowing to me, and her hard work definitely paid off on stage during her pro debut, because oh my gosh, look at her. And it also proved that I would never get away with just a 1 week prep if I wanted to get on her level. However, look at the changes that happened in my body from just doing this for 1 week. I mean, I can definitely see the difference, and well, weight-wise, I ended up lowering my weight an absolute extreme amount. However, this was of course not just due to fat loss, but most likely due to the sudden decrease in carbs, because carbs are broken down into glycose and further stored as glycogen in the muscles. And so by eating fewer carbs, our muscles are flatter and less full, as well as other factors that play a role in our weight fluctuating. But don't worry, I made up for that on day 8. And I'm now back to baseline.
It is 6 p.m. the same day, and once I've eaten this, I'll officially have hit my 3,000-ish calorie goal for the day. It's been like an ish kind of counting, but oh my god, my body has felt so hungry, so starving, wanting to literally like fuel up my body so that I get back to normal situation. I'll still eat like the healthier type of ice cream, but this is not my only like sweet treat I've had today, that's for sure. I've had a ton of candy and so much good stuff. If you like this video, I think you're gonna like this one as well, so check it out. Bye.
If anybody shows me chicken for the next month, I'm gonna freak out.